Good morning and welcome to the third annual Head for the Cure 5K Columbus. My name is Jenna Heilman, Executive Director, and I'm so thrilled and honored to be able to bring this event to you virtually this year. Columbus, we've had a couple of years, haven't we? The first year was really rainy, but you all still showed up, and we actually had so many walk-up registrations and participants that day, and it was a truly special moment as we were able to introduce Head for the Cure to you in 2018. In 2019, we had another dose of bad weather, and we unfortunately had to postpone and ultimately celebrated with a picnic instead of the 5K. But still, again, you all showed up and had more fundraising and more participants than we even had in our first year. And here we are, year 3, and we've gotten another dose of reality with this pandemic. And what this has shown our little organization, and hopefully the entire realm of Head for the Cure today, is that Columbus continues to show up. You continue to support because this cause is so important to you. And that tenacity and that spirit is what fuels us all to continue this fight. So thank you for what you all have done every single year for the past 3 years. In fact, we are only $8,000 away from reaching that $100,000 mark total. So we know that through our additional participations and registrations today, that you all are going to help us get there. Because guess what? If you haven't had a chance to register yet for today's event, you can continue to do so through tomorrow, Monday, August 10th. If you know anybody who wants to participate, if you just want to get that awesome, soft, fantastic purple participation shirt and that finisher medal, go ahead and register. It's just $27. You can do that at headforthecure.org/Columbus. And most importantly, fundraising continued to stay open throughout this entire time and even after the event. So we know we can hit that commemorative $100,000 mark in fundraising. Head for the Cure really exists for 3 main reasons. And those reasons include 1, to build awareness around this disease, 2, to raise funds to support clinical research and patient programs, and 3, and what we're doing here today is igniting hope. This disease is already incredibly isolating. It's isolating for the patients and the caregivers, loved ones and supporters. And we also want to show and ignite that hope for those clinicians who work tirelessly to find comprehensive treatments and hopefully one day a cure to end this disease. And by you participating, by donating, by submitting your photos of how you are participating in today's event, you are helping us bring this community together in a way to show those who have ever been touched by this disease that they are not alone. So thank you for all that you are doing to help us show those who are battling this disease that we are here to support them. Head for the Cure is thrilled to have another year of phenomenal national sponsors. VMLY&R is an international marketing agency that has literally been by our side every single step of the way since 2003, that first year. Thank you for your continued support and all that you do to help support the brain tumor community. Harry Campbell, in his Get Real program, has raised $440,000 in donations to Head for the Cure through his speaking engagements that he does across the country and his book sales. His new speech and book, Get Real Mindset, challenges each and every one of us individually to take the crazy twists and turns that, and it happens to be quite intuitive with the fact that this is happening this year with this pandemic, but all of those challenges that life brings us and encourages us and gives us tools in order to be the best and most productive people we can be. Harry donates 100% of his book sales and speaking engagement fees back to Head for the Cure. So check out Harry Campbell today. We also have been so honored to partner with NovaCure for the past several years. NovaCure treats glioblastoma patients using their Optune device in order to help enhance the quality of life for those who are fighting this disease. Check out more about their patient-forward approach today. And finally, thanks to Gary and the team at Weather 2020, who continues to provide accurate long-term forecasts. So even in this pandemic, you all have the opportunity to see what the best day is in the Columbus community to do your own virtual 5K outside in those great activities. So thanks to the team at Weather 2020. We know that we could not do this event without our local partners and sponsors. Today, join me as we say thanks to our partners who've helped us make this event truly special for the brain tumor community. S&T Bank strives to perform as a model community bank in every geographic area with every product and service and with every customer every day. Special thanks to S&T Bank.
At S&T Bank, we're dedicated to serving our customers and neighbors in the communities where we live and work.
Through purposeful giveback, we are devoted to families and businesses of Columbus. Employees volunteer at local food banks, community building projects, and charity events. Additionally, S&T offers financial literacy programs and assistance to local housing authorities, providing affordable housing to low-income families and senior citizens.
Our Hilliard team is proud to be the sponsor of the Columbus Head for the Cure 5K run. May we recognize those currently fighting, the survivors, family members, and supporters of those fighting brain cancer. We hope to raise awareness and raise funds for the clinical research so that we can all cross the finish line together.
We are proud to also partner with our local beneficiary here in Columbus. That's The Ohio State University Comprehensive Cancer Center, Arthur G. James Cancer Hospital, and Richard J. Soloff Research Institute. They pioneer cancer prevention, detection, treatment, and research. And most importantly, they continue to support all of you during some of the toughest times, during your battle with brain tumors, either personally or as a caregiver. So thank you so much to the team at the James for all that they do to love and support the community that we serve. We want to give a huge shout out to Dr. Pudavali and his team at the James for all that they have done to help make this event possible. And that includes Brenda, Samantha, Kevin, Julia, Ashley Papenbrock, and Ashley Clark. Thank you so much for your support this year. Okay, so now is the time for our virtual 5K. This literally is taking our marquee event and putting it online, which means that we are going to feature some participants who are doing their own 5K through either running or walking, and also sharing stories that you all submitted for why this event is important to you. This is also the time that you all should be submitting your own photos of how you are participating in today's event. Your physical activity, your own 5K walk and run, mowing the lawn, whatever it is. We want to see how you are supporting today. So make sure you're uploading that to Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook and tagging Head for the Cure. And we want you to join us again back here after the 5K as we recognize our top teams and individuals in fundraising and participation, as we honor our Keeping the Faith, all of our survivors, our caregivers, and our Legacy Love Award, and remember those we've lost in our celebration of life. Your participation is so crucial today. So thank you all so much, and we'll see you after the 5K.
Hi, my name is Nicole Davis, and I'm the team captain for the Columbus Head for the Cure 5K, and our team is Team Astrocyto No Mo. I have a pretty strong connection to brain cancer. In 2011, my grandfather passed away to a glioblastoma. At the time, I didn't really understand much about brain tumors or brain cancer or anything like that, but it had a huge impact on our life as far as losing my grandfather. My grandfather was kind of the glue that held our family together. But most recently, my husband was diagnosed with a grade 3 astrocytoma, and I've had a lot more experience and a lot more learning regarding brain cancer since his diagnosis. Running has been a constant in our life forever. We started running together back in high school. We ran together in college, and then even as we started our marriage. And so it's been something that is really passionate, that's a real passion for us. And so to be able to spread the word about brain cancer and raise funds for that has been really exciting for us as well. My husband's my biggest motivating factor. He is so positive and so determined in his fight. He's been through a lot, and he has not let it bring him down at all. He's always, positive and upbeat about his treatment. And the other thing that motivates me is my daughter. She's 2. I want her to have the same upbringing that I had, as far as great memories with family and friends, and great memories growing up with a funny, determined guy as her father. As far as brain cancer goes, I really want people to know and understand that it doesn't discriminate. Seeing him go from running a half marathon, the next week we were on the beach in Mexico, and then the next week he was having brain surgery to remove a tumor the size of a tennis ball in his brain. It's not something that we ever expected or that we ever planned for, and I just want people to know that it can happen to anyone, and it's pretty serious. But I also want people to know that no one fights alone. We're all in it together.
everyone, my name is Sam Buzieski. I'm a brain cancer survivor. I was diagnosed in 2008 with what's called an astrocytoma. That's swelling of the brainstem, a tumor on the brainstem. So luckily, we have the James Cancer Hospital here in Columbus, Ohio, which is one of the foremost cancer hospitals in the whole United States. They diagnosed me with brain cancer. I first heard about Head for the Cure from a fellow police officer who told me about it, and his thought was, we get other police officers involved. So the day of the race came, and it was wet, it was raining, it was cold, but our turnout was fantastic. Actually, we won the largest team, which is something that I'm really proud of. Also, my wife and my police officer friend nominated me for the Keeping the Faith Award, which we also won, me along with several other people. It's important for people to know more about brain cancers, because the more they know about brain cancer, the more they realize how underfunded brain cancer research is. Maybe it will spur them to want to get involved in something as important as Head for the Cure. And Head for the Cure and the money they raise can lead to better research. Better research can lead to better treatments. Better treatments can lead to maybe better outcomes and hopefully someday a cure.
Hi, I'm Kim Asbury from Lori Joe's Journey. I'm here today for the Head for the Cure 5K Columbus, Ohio virtual run. I'm also here to honor my sister Lori Jo Mines, who lost her battle with brain cancer on May 14th, 2019. I have two runners with me today, my daughter Autumn Akers and her friend Kendall Ross. They'll be doing 1.5 miles. Thanks so much, girls. So Head for the Cure exists for 3 reasons. The first reason is to build awareness about brain cancer. Second is to raise funds for research and clinical trials. And third is to ignite hope for survivors and families of deceased patients who have had or do have brain cancer. Thank you so much. Let's go, girls.
of the brain tumor community when I lost my dad, Joe Scorzal, to glioblastoma in 2018. Our first Head for the Cure was 2019 to honor my dad's life and legacy through raising awareness and fundraising. Although the Columbus 2019 event was canceled due to weather, it showed how important it was to our friends and family to honor my dad's life, as we were one of the biggest teams. I will continue to participate in this event for the rest of my life. I want to continue to raise awareness to this scary cancer. I want other families, survivors, and caregivers to be able to see their warrior live fulfilling lives after their diagnosis. I want to tell other families to continue to be positive and hopeful for their warrior and continue for this fight. Thank you so much for participating.
that hearing the word brain cancer is a terrible thing to imagine at any point in your life. This word hits home for me and my family. In April 2016, Laura Jo Mines, my aunt, was diagnosed with stage 4 brain cancer, one of the deadliest types of cancer around. Her chances of survival were 25% chance for her first year of diagnosis, and only 5% chance for 5 years or more. Laura Jo fought hard for 3 years, but on May 14, 2019, she passed in her sleep. Head for the Cure is an important cause to me because they raise money and awareness for brain cancer research. Laura Jo was a warrior, but her life ended way too soon. I want other people to know how much we need to find a cure for this terrible disease so no one else has to suffer. Thank you.
Hi, I'm here today because I got involved with Head for the Cure while my sister was still living. I saw the awful effects of the disease and didn't want others to suffer like she did. I wanted to raise awareness about brain cancer. That's what Head for the Cure does. So get involved today or donate. You can go to headforthecure.org to donate. Thank you. Bye.
Whew, I'm exhausted just watching that run. Thanks so much to Team Laura Jo's Journey and Astrocytonomo, which is one of my new favorite team names, for leading us in our 5K event. And thanks to all of you for participating and showing those photos and registering and showing up in today's event. It's so crucial again to bring the community together to help support all who have faced this disease. Columbus has had a fantastic year again this year, showing support for the brain tumor community. We've raised nearly $30,000, have over 200 participants, and 18 teams represented today. The fun's not over yet. Fundraising continues to stay open, and it's so important because there's still so much more needed in order to support the clinical trials and clinical research that is fueling those treatments in order to fight this disease. So if everybody who has registered today encourages just one more person to donate $10, we can easily reach an additional $4,000 to support brain tumor research and patient programs. So encourage folks to support, and then remember they can still continue to register through tomorrow. That's Monday, August 10th for this event as well. It is my esteemed pleasure to be able to welcome Dr. Pollock, who's the director of the Ohio State Comprehensive Cancer Center.
Hello, everyone. I'm Dr. Rayfield Pollock, director of the Ohio State University Comprehensive Cancer Center. I'm so glad that even in these challenging times that you are forging ahead with the mission of the Head for the Cure event, which has been so important to the work that we do here at the James. I want to thank you for your unwavering dedication to raising critical funds for clinical research, which has made an incredible impact on our researchers, our staff, and ultimately our patients. Even though things might be a little different for this year's event, I wish you all the success in helping us to create a cancer-free world. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Pollock, for those kind words and for helping lead the efforts at the Ohio State University Comprehensive Cancer Center to provide crucial support for patients and caregivers throughout their entire journey with a brain tumor. It's my honor right now to be able to recognize those top teams and individuals in participation and fundraising. Please join me as we recognize the top 3 in each category, and largest team fundraiser, as well as individual fundraiser. And now we celebrate our largest teams. In third place, we have a tie with Scorsell Strong and Laura Jo's Journey with each 12 participants. In second place, with 21 team members, is Buckeyes for Brain Cancer. And running away with this category with 61 participants is Astrocytonomo. And now our top fundraising teams. In third place is Scorsell Strong with $1,400 raised. In second place with over $2,200 raised is Laura Jo's Journey. And in first place with nearly $3,400 raised is Astrocytonomo. And now for our top individuals. In third place, raising $750, is Shelley Downing. In second place, raising $800, is Maida Krieger. And in first place, raising $1,000, is Barb Keister. It's such a privilege to do this next part of our program, and it's honestly my favorite part. And that's where we get to acknowledge and recognize and celebrate all of our survivors who are participating today. Normally, we would bring you all up to the stage and greet you with hugs and a round of applause, but we're going to be doing that virtually this year. These survivors continue to propel us each and every year to fight on their behalf. They inspire us each and every day through their journey, their positive attitudes, their tenacity, and their ability to face each and every day. Please join me as we recognize all of our survivors. Mandy, Ronald, Megan M., Curtis, Megan S., Lori, and Sam. Thank you all for allowing us to be a part of your journey and celebrating you today. As mentioned, Head for the Cure exists to ignite hope. That hope started with just one person's journey, Chris Anthony. Chris passed away from a glioblastoma in 2003, but he had really inspired his brother Matt to create the Head for the Cure Foundation. But during Chris's battle with brain cancer, he really lived by three simple words: keeping the faith. Every email, every conversation, every handshake and encounter ended with those simple words: keeping the faith. That's faith in himself, faith in a cure, faith in tomorrow, and oftentimes faith spiritually. And at each of our 5K events, loved ones nominate a brain tumor patient and survivor who embody those words to them because of how they face their journey. And it's my pleasure to be able to present today's Keeping the Faith recipients. In addition, new this year is our Stevie Patrick Legacy of Love Award, where we recognize caregivers. This group of individuals have extremely kind hearts who continue to put others ahead of their own needs in order to support their journey with a brain tumor. Please join me as we recognize those caregivers in our Legacy of Love presentation.
Head for the Cure 5K events are not only successful fundraisers in the fight against brain cancer, but unique tributes for those currently fighting this terrible disease and remembering those who have lost their battles. Head for the Cure was started in honor of a man named Chris Anthony. Chris's motto was always keeping the faith. He lived it daily. He signed off every email with keeping the faith, and his faith enabled him to maintain his grace, dignity, courage, and strength throughout his illness. That's why every year we honor brain cancer patients and their loved ones with a special recognition we call Keeping the Faith. Each of their stories is personal and special, and all are inspiring. Ronald Davis, nominated by Tiffany Estes. Ron was stopping at the grocery store ready to celebrate his 8th wedding anniversary with his wife Nicole. In an instant, life changed. After suffering from acute seizures, an EMS ride to hospitals, and endless tests, Ron was diagnosed with anaplastic astrocytoma. He underwent immediate brain surgery to remove as much of the tumor as they could. Although the surgery was a success, not all the tumor was able to be removed. Ron went through radiation and is currently doing chemotherapy treatments. I have known Ron for almost 10 years, and him and his wife Nicole are like family to me. They have a 2-year-old daughter named Delaney. Regardless of what is going on, Ron is always there for his family, especially Nicole and Delaney. It is such an inspiration to know how much Ron is going through, yet he is such a wonderful son, brother, father, and husband. It is my honor to know Ron and have such a friendship and bond with his entire family. I am thankful each day for him and hopeful that one day there will be a cure. Thank you for your courage and for allowing us to honor you. New this year, the legacy of Love Nomination is easily defined by actions of integrity, encouragement, determination, and truly loving and serving others, especially those in need. Kim Asbury, nominated by Brian Asbury. Kim Asbury promised her sister Lori Jo Mines, who recently passed away from stage 4 brain cancer, she would not let her sister's cancer go in vain. She committed to making sure that everyone she came into contact with would know more about glioblastoma through Lori Jo's journey. For more than 3 years, Kim cared for her sister in a lot of different ways, from taking her to get weekly groceries to going to Rod's Western Place to look for cowboy boots, taking her to doctor's appointments, and just spending one-on-one time with her. As an older sister with 9 years separating them, Kim often took care of Lori while her mom went back to work. Not only were they sisters, but Kim was very motherly to Lori, and that bond formed early on and stayed strong until Lori's body was no longer able to fight the disease. Now, even beyond those years, Kim has continued to be a strong advocate for more awareness about glioblastoma and research dollars for brain cancer. Kim has served as an ambassador for the James Cancer Hospital and Slove Research Institute and provided her time to tell Lori Jo's story to groups, individuals, and others currently facing this challenging disease. In addition, Kim has been a big supporter of the Head for the Cure 5K in Columbus, Ohio by forming teams, soliciting sponsorships and donations from family, friends, and contacts. In 2020, she worked with her husband Brian Asbury and his band to form a virtual fundraiser concert on Facebook Live. The event was well received, raising awareness and funds through the Facebook Donate platform. Kim continues to look for ways to be involved, support this cause, and continue to do so and keep the promise she kept to Lori Jo. Bonnie Scorzell, nominated by Shelley Downing. I am nominating my mom, Bonnie Scorzell. When my father, Joe Scorzell, was diagnosed with GBM on December 23, 2017, she never gave up hope. She was his rock. Their story began in high school and continues to be a true love story. They celebrated their 44th wedding anniversary in January of 2018, when Dad had already gone through 1 craniotomy. As Dad's journey continued for 9 months, Mom's hip began to fail. She always put Dad's needs first. She made sure he never lost faith and always stayed positive. Of Dad's many, many overnight stays at OSU James, she rarely left his side. When hospice was decided and Dad qualified for inpatient care, she never left the facility. She did eventually get her hip replaced in December after Dad gained his wings on August 24, 2018. It was crushed, according to her doctor. Although Dad now has earned his angel wings, their love story continues. She is now our rock. She makes sure we always know he is with us in everything we do.
And finally, we know that this disease has taken too many lives. We want to remember those that we hold deep in our hearts with our celebration of life presentation. We know that some of you may not have had the chance to submit your own memories to us, but please continue to do so. Right now, please join me as we fondly remember those that we've lost to brain cancer. Thank you so much to everybody for participating today, for registering, for donating, for showing us how you are supporting, and by sharing those stories. You all are truly making an impact in this fight against brain cancer. There's still, again, time to register through tomorrow, August 10th, and there is also time to still donate and to show your support. We can't do this without you, so thank you so much for all that you've done to help support this cause. We know that we've been separated this year, but we are 100% committed to being back in Columbus next year for the 4th annual Head for the Cure 5K in 2021. Thank you so much and enjoy the rest of your Sunday.